right now, we are going to be graced with the presence of a visionary artist whose brush and chisel transform mere materials into luminous stories that pulse with life. He channels the rich narratives of Filipino heritage and beyond, turning canvas and clay into portals of emotion and history. Each artwork serves as a heartbeat of culture, drawing us into tales of resilience, love, and identity that resonate deeply within us. To tell us more about his art and collections, we have Mr. Arsenio Evangelista Jr. via Zoom. It's a beautiful day, sir. Good morning.
Yes, indeed. It's a beautiful day. Good morning.
Good morning, Tito Boy. Yeah, so we asked you off the air how you want us to call you. So we're going to call you Tito Boy or Daddy Boy.
Either.
Daddy Boy, I like it. So, sir, what inspired you to become an artist? And can you tell us more about your artistic journey? How did it all begin?
Okay. It started way back 9 years ago when I was in high school. Meron kaming project. No? It's a vocational subject that touch wood carving and paper mache. I don't know kung alam nyo yon.
Yes,
but
we do.
Okay, because I'm talking of like almost 40 years ago when I was in high school, no? Second year high school. So my journey, moving forward, I started collecting pieces of art, wall mount, sculpture, floor mount, and airborne, no? Different arts. Then after about, it started 24 years ago, I remember. Then through those pieces, I was inspired, no, to do also artworks on canvas using lately I'm playing with water-based acrylic on canvas and also on walls and also on figures, molded figures. I commissioned like life-size horses, the 6-feet balls, 3-feet balls made of resin and fiberglass. Then I do a lot of pouring there. It's more of abstraction and also pouring. The new trending now is you pour, no? Then guided by different tools, no? Just different tools, not specific tools. You just use your imagination, getting all those tools that will somehow help, no? Help you execute those pieces of art.
Mm-hmm. Tito Boy, your pieces are so beautiful. I'm watching on the screen some of the sample works that you've done, and especially the one behind you. I'm assuming that's one of your works. Can you describe the themes and stories that you explore in the artwork that you do?
Well, actually, I don't have any themes or themes, no? But then since it's like, yes, that's correct. That's on my back is my, I did it 3 days ago. Then it's you see my house, my place, my house is sitting on a top of the mountain in Antipolo. It's overlooking Metro Manila. That's why that's City Lights. It's the title of that is City Lights because of it reflects the lights, no, overlooking Metro Manila. So actually, wala naman akong theme. You know, depends on the mood. Then, especially for me, art is it's a food for the soul. So every time in the morning, evening, or whatever time of the day, if I feel like doing it, my art. So yun, it just so it happens. Nangyayari lang. You know, hindi ko nga in-expect to, no? Kaya lang, it's morning, but then I'm known sa social media as a spokesperson for topics like crime and corruption.
Yes,
so, I was really surprised. Akala ko nga we're talking about the Quadcom and everything. But then, because of the news lately, the big news lately. But anyway, for me, art is anti-stress. It's really food for the soul. I play with the paint. Then, you know, yung iba-ibang character ng mga paint eh. Yung iba mabilis matuyo, yung iba matagal. So, day by day, you learn the process. Day by day, you learn how the paint behaves, yung behavior, no, ng mga paints. So, ng material. So, every day you discover. But moving forward, art is refreshing, anti-stress. It makes me happy, no? And that after monetizing my pieces, though sometimes I translate. Yeah, I do commission, and also I translate it into or monetize it sometimes. No? But doing art, it's more of fun for my personal consumption only. My gallery, it's a private gallery. It's not open for the public. Yeah, just for my eyes only and the eyes of my close friends and my support group.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you, Tito Boy, because you mentioned that your house is in Antipolo, and there's a certain museum that I thought about when you said that. So your house looks beautiful. I can see on the screen it looks like a museum. So it's not open to us to come if anybody wants to view your pieces?
Yeah, it is open by appointment, and of course profiling. I hope a lot of people really wanted to visit my sanctuary, my art deck. It's called Arsenio Art Deck, but you know, for security reasons,
Right, of course.
for security reasons, so I leave it, no, I profile, but with my close friends like you, you know, yeah, it's open for people after review or profiling.
I see, Tito Boy. Now, you mentioned earlier that art is a lot of anti-stress for you. It's a lot of just pure self-expression. Now, I know that you tackle a lot of things also about being a Filipino. So, can you describe to me, like, how does Filipino culture influence your art?
Well, during my early days, I see those maestro, the likes of Hoya, the likes of Legazpi, then Cabrera, Bencab, no? It was a big influence on my art. It's not for monetary, no? But then it inspired me. Those Filipino talents, world class. They can be, if given a chance, especially the artists from Angono, Rizal, nearby provinces of Rizal, ang daming magaling talaga that can compete internationally, no? The works, if only be given a chance. I don't know kung narinig niyo yung yung isang artist who na-break niya yung parang 235 million in Christie's auction house. It's Ronald Ventura, yeah. And it's in 235 million for a one piece of art.
Wow.
And it's Hong Kong dollars, hindi pesos yun, yung 235. So, yun, I hope it will serve as an inspiration for young promising artists, no? Filipino artists. I also have an advocacy. I am assisting buying outright cash 5 students from UP Fine Arts for them to continue doing art, you know, for them to have that funding to buy those materials. Kasi mahal din yung mga materials, no? From paint, tools, canvas, and all those materials needed, especially sculpture.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Now, Uncle Boy, kanina Tito Boy, ngayon
Okay,
Uncle Boy,
Uncle
right?
Boy.
Now, Uncle Boy, going
Later,
back to what you
Lolo.
said a while ago, that you advocate for anti-crime and anti-corruption. How do you incorporate this advocacy into your pieces, into your artwork?
Okay, especially in sculpture, no, the titles, no, my heart bleeds for justice. Ako yung yung figure. Then reaching out for victims of injustice. The figure you can see and crying for justice, perseverance, patience. Mostly ganun yung mga title, and it's incorporated with especially with me, what happened 13 years ago because of the death of my son.
Yes,
It is a
yes.
tough, rough journey, life-changing. That's why during that time, during that process, I started healing, no? I by through art. So, yeah, most of the time, my art pieces are about that advocacy, crime, corruption, and for victims of injustice. Victims of injustice, yun. Kaya, yan, ang art is part of my healing process, what really happened to my son. So, yeah.
I see, Sir Boy. Okay, I have another question about that. What is one piece to you, like channeling all of these emotions, of course, into your art? What is one piece that carries the most significance for you?
Well, it's about one or two pieces. It's a sculpture of myself. I don't know, sayang di lang yung makita parang nandyan. But it portrays me, closed arms, and very passionate yung crying for justice. And the title nun is My Heart Bleeds for Justice. But finally, anyway, justice was served last 2 years ago. Then, yeah.
Tito Boy, can you walk us through your creative process? Because your pieces are so intricate and beautiful and they each tell a story. How long does it normally take you to make a piece, give or take?
For example, a size of 3 feet by 4 feet, it takes around 2 days initially. But for pieces of life-size horses, like life-size horses, 6 feet size of a ball, it takes me about 2 days to 3 days. That includes drying and from initial steps in doing that art piece. Normally, it's 3 days, 2 days, depends.
Uncle Boy, art is really a form of self-expression, right? What is the message that you want your artwork to portray? How do you hope your artwork, resonates with the viewers, and what emotions do you aim to evoke?
Okay, most of my art pieces, I want it to be translated into virtues, no? Virtues like patience, perseverance, never giving up, never give up, patience, and your faith, no? A strong faith to the Lord, to God, that soon everything will be okay. Never give up, perseverance. Those are virtues, like patience also. Virtues, I'm hoping to be translated to people, to my support group by my art. No? So virtues we should learn to practice. Especially perseverance, patience, faith to God, and hope. Well, my art pieces, hoping that it will translate into inspiring people who are victims of injustice, like me.
Yes, Tito Boy. Speaking of like all these virtues and the inspiration that you wish to carry, you also mentioned earlier that you have some students from UP working under you. Is that correct? And I have a bit of a two-parter question. Like, what is the greatest bit of advice that you're looking to impart to them, and what have you learned from them as well?
Those aspiring artists, young artists or old like me, you just continue. You see, ang hirap talaga. It's really hard to sell, monetize the art pieces. But that's why I'm trying to really help them, support them, funding them to continue creating arts, discovering new arts. At the end of the day, yun nga, no? Patience, perseverance for the artist. Wala masyadong pera dito in terms of income. Kaya nga ako, honestly, kung may anak ka, may anak ako, parang ang course, kung tatanungin ako, ayoko sana ng fine arts kasi nga dito, especially in our country, na hindi ganun ka aware yung mga tao sa art. Yung art should be a part of your house, or well, hindi pa masyado, no? But then now there is a art revolution now. Mapansin nyo, ang dami ng art gallery, art shows nationwide. From ngayon may ongoing big art event in Cebu, 3 weeks ago in Aura, in BGC. So it's all over. So napiperk now, na-observe namin yung increase ng galleries, dumadami, and brought about by the pandemic. During the pandemic, nakita nyo, ang daming naging artists dyan, self-taught artists, like from plants, yung mga plantitos, way back, you remember. Ang daming ang daming naging artists. Siguro ako sa landscaping din. Also, I do a lot of landscaping since my place is 2,000 square meters. I collect plants also, different varieties of palm trees, agaves, and so on and so forth. So, at the end of the day, art makes you happy. It is a stress reliever. And well, art makes you happy. Yeah.
Uncle Boy, all your pieces are there in your home, right? What are your plans for the future? Do you plan to maybe join an exhibit one of these days, or open up your home to viewers? How can we check out your work?
Okay. Most of the time, my plan is it's really a private gallery, no. But then soon, my plans are soon I will open this for the public, for them a chance to view different artists. I have about 30 different artists collections of pieces, from sculpture to wood to stones, life-size stones from other parts of the country. So, well, again, soon it will be open for the public.
And we're going to be looking forward to that, Uncle Boy. And where can we find you on your socials?
I have an Instagram. It's Boy Arsenio Evangelista. Same name with Facebook, no? Boy Arsenio Evangelista. Instagram and Facebook. You can search me there.
Thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you for your time, Uncle Boy. We loved that conversation with you. And thank you for taking us into your world.
Okay, thank you. See you
Mr.
again.
Arsenio Evangelista Jr., ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us.